Deadline, Chapter 20. I'm walking around school in a daze. Dallas is in most of my classes. She comes into homeroom late, leaves early, and somehow manages that for every class. She doesn't have to. I'm feeling crappy, even not to confront her and make this worse than it is. I'm also feeling physically crappy, and I can't tell if that's because I'm dying or if it's because I'm dying because I'm losing Dallas. I'm gearing up for Cody, which is giving my stomach fits. Plus, I need to go back and see how Rudy is. I'm packing big attitude because when I feel this crappy, I'm combative as hell. I also wear my running stuff instead of regular clothes so I can take off at any time I want. Lunch, after school. Even if I can't run the way I used to, sanctuary these days come with accelerated heartbeats. Hey man, how come you aren't sitting with your honey? Cody sets his lunch tray beside mine. I'm sitting alone, reskimming the sections in Lies My Teachers Told Me that speaks to Woodrow Wilson's white supremacy. Cody takes the book out of my hand. If it ain't subversive, you ain't reading it, huh? Where's Dallas? I think we're taking a break, I said. I meant to prepare him, but every time I started to bring it up, I was afraid to tell him why. A breakup? Whose dumb idea was that? I can't really lay it all on Dallas. It was kind of mutual. No such thing, he says. Which one of you said, I don't want to see your ass for a while? I laugh. She did. You want me to straighten her out? God, no, I say too quickly and too loud. I mean, no, it's my own fault. When did this happen? The other night. The other night? Which other night? You didn't tell me? Delvin and Glover pop their trays down, and several other guys are headed this way. Delvin says, the brothers, Wolf. Hey, Randy, I said. Then I lower my voice at Cody. I was trying to figure it out for myself. I was embarrassed, you know. Save your embarrassment for the shitheads, Cody says, smiling and nodding at Delvin and Glover. You don't hide things from your bro. Together, we're like a whole person. He watches me for a minute. For some reason, I can't find the way to act, and I'm staring at the table. Hey, what's the matter with you, man? This feels serious. Buddy, we gotta talk. Here's why my brother is going to be the best quarterback to ever pull on a helmet at Boise State. We're home when I finally tell him, sitting in his room after midnight under posters of Michael Jordan, Brett Favre, and Michael Johnson. You used to talk about dying young, he says. I nod. You just decided on your own to let it ride? He says it as a statement, but it needs affirmation. I nod again. I might have done the same thing, he says. At least, I get it, at least. You know what I hate? I shake my head, afraid my voice will betray me. That you didn't think you could walk straight out of the doctor's office and tell me. He's right. You know you love your parents because they are who they are. Maybe because they link to the generations before, and most absurdly because they are worth a shit when they take care of you unconditionally. You can love a girl almost to desperation. You can feel such a connection and such lust you think you can't live without her. But that heat cools, probably in order not to kill you. I have loved my brother without condition or consideration for more than 17 years. There's not a day I can remember when I wouldn't have laid my life down for him. And that's not even an exaggeration. And there's not a day that I can remember I believe the same isn't true for him. I'm not a camo fatigue kind of guy, but I would go into any war with either of two people, my brother or Coach Banks. Cody says, I've got your back. Hell, I'll even help you get this Malcolm X thing done too. Too bad it's still not football season. We could have thrown a game unless they voted for it. He's sitting on the edge of the bed. I'm standing in the doorway. He pats the bedspread beside him, and I sit. He puts that big old football-thrown arm around my shoulder, and I just lean into him. I can feel his cheek at the top of my head. Man, I can't wrap my brain around this, and who knows, I might beat you half to death when I do. But we'll get through it. What are you going to do about Mom and Dad? I gotta sit on that a while, I say. I'll follow your lead, he said. It'll be like football. Cody and I sit a little longer. I swim in regret for not telling him right away. He's right. Together, we make a good man. It's always been like that. We talked for a while about the nuts and bolts of it, that I felt pretty good all along, though I think I've had some drops. It might just be paranoia. I don't describe that one bad night run. I swear I think if I don't talk about it, I can make it disappear. I've been eating right. Sorry. I have been eating right and taking all of these nutritions, keeping my body high on pH and low on acid, working out, and if I'm around this time next year, I'll be at BSU with him. Man, I'm just gonna miss you in football. He says, I can't believe this. Just listen for me in your head. He hits his chest with his fist to let me know where he'll listen for me. I'm getting zero sleep, which can't be good for the terminally ailing. But I feel like I can't keep my eyes open 5 more minutes. Like a while ago with Cody, and 3 hours later I pop awake. I know it won't last long, so I also know I won't be able to sleep until the tiredness hits me again, so I might as well make the best use of my time. Hey Rudy, it's 3 a.m., pitch dark. I can come here any time of night or day and find him puttering somewhere in the garage or reading in his little room or doing whatever keeps him from going back to the bottle. But there's not even light through the crack. I feel along the walls for the switch and turn on the overhead on long enough to draw a bead on the small lamp sitting on the workbench. I flip them off quickly and I feel my way to it, screwing in the small bulb, casting the inside of Hall's garage in a dim, eerie glow. Hey, Rudy, I said again. I should let him sleep. He gets a little, but I'm feeling urgent lately, so I knock lighter on the door. Rudy, hey. The door opens into blackness, and I reach around the corner and flip the switch. The 40-watt bulb flickers on, and there's Rudy laying on the bed, fully dressed, eyes closed, hand folded over his chest. He's not breathing. There's a small stack of books by the cot. The autobiography of Malcolm X on top with an envelope sticking out just inside the cover. I don't even wonder for a second, just step over and take the envelope. It says Ben like I knew it would. I touch his hand, which is cold. He's been like this a while. Rudy's my first dead guy. My first thought is I'm going to look just like this soon. It's not so bad. He took pains not to look ghoulish, I think. Eyes closed. He looks calm, and I realize for the first time I've seen that. His face is dead, but it's not tortured. Man, I am walking through shit I have never walked through before. I could slip out with the envelope and the books and let the Hall brothers find him in the morning, but that doesn't seem right. I set this in motion, so there's no point in giving them the big surprise. I switch off the light in Rudy's room, leave the workbench light on, and take the books to my pickup where I call 911 on my cell. That gets me Ed Sorensen over at the firehouse. 911. Hey Ed, it's Ben Wolf. Hey Ben, trouble? His voice is a little scratchy, like the call woke him. Yeah, kind of. I think Rudy McCoy committed suicide. He's over at Hall's. I stopped in to see him, and he's lying there on the bed. I think he's been dead a while. What makes you think it's suicide? He probably drank himself to get to death. I'm about to start into a long explanation and don't know if I have the energy. Maybe I said, it's just a guess. There was no bottle. Anyway, he's there. I'll get someone over there right away. Do I need to stay? I mean, I found him, but I'm not going anywhere, and I need to grab an hour or so of sleep before school. It would be a lot easier if I could talk about it later. Get some sleep, Ben. What the hell are you doing up at this time anyways? He doesn't wait for an answer. Stop by the courthouse later and talk with the sheriff. I don't guess there's much to this. Old Rudy never did have much but his books and his drinks. He had a lot more than that. It's been a couple of hours before the sun comes up, and I'm just not sleepy, but as crazy as things have been and as crazy as they're going to get, it would probably be good if the members of my family woke up and found me where I'm supposed to be. I fall into bed in a heap, but No way do I try to rest before reading his words. Dear Ben, I'm sorry I couldn't do it. I know you could have kept me safe around you. Hell, I could have kept myself safe, but I couldn't go on living with this thing inside me because it's a deadly poison. It took everything from me. If I had done a better job when I was at the church, I might understand better. But I was afraid all the time, and my heart praying for myself instead of others. I looked to God to save me, but He just looked back and shrugged. I'd have done what was right if I hadn't been so afraid. In the end, it just feels better to be gone. Know that as I write this letter, I feel tremendous relief. I don't know what happens next, but I'll damn sure guarantee you it's better than this. I wish I had more courage, but I never had much, and it's all used up. Go out there and kick some ass, young fellow. You're truly one of a kind. I enjoyed my time with you, and saying something since I haven't enjoyed much of anything over the past few years. Learn all you can about Malcolm X and all of the other tremendously brave people of all colors, and run them down your teacher's throat. Run them down the throat of the town. Those who finally get it will thank you, and those who don't, well, they aren't gonna get it anyways. Please understand that I know suicide is stupid and cowardly, and I'm apologizing to you. You're certainly facing your situation better than me, and if it weren't for you, no one would be affected by my death, and no one would care. That's not me being pitiful. I've purposely kept folks away. I didn't leave anyone else anything to miss. I'd appreciate it if you didn't tell anybody what I did. I hate leaving that bad taste in the mouth of the world. If you feel you need to, then go ahead. Thanks for seeing me again. Rudy McCoy. I read it over twice. Man, it's hard to tell what's good from what's bad when you're in the middle of it. You don't have to watch too many episodes of Law and Order SV Special Victims Unit to know sex offenders are about the lowest thing that society has to offer. In prison, they're rumored to be below armed robbers and murderers, but Rudy didn't seem like that kind of low guy. He just seemed sad. I should probably feel worse than I do, but it wasn't an impulsive act. Rudy was done. He looked at his situation the best way he could and opted out. I can't judge that. Truth is, I feel some release reading the letter. I'll do as he asks, keep his secret to myself. I'll keep the letter to read a few more times to see if I missed anything, then make sure I throw it away so nothing else comes after I'm gone.